Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his first pass is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 30.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
23 yards on the play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Stewart on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
To throw is Stewart. Operating from the gun. Looking deep for Hilton. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Twisting away. And juke this time. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
Detroit!
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Stewart. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Stewart. Dances by at the 20. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
What? 90! What? 90!
Stewart from the gun on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Stewart now. From the gun, he'll throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll set up a throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Stewart throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lloyd. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Here's Stewart to throw on 2nd down. Screenplay, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
To throw is Stewart. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stewart. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stewart. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. He's got it to Hilton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Stewart now on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man, complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll go on the ground. And This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey. Got three. Three down. Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And taken right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. Ohio!
Stewart off the play fake. Blitz coming and down he goes. Bobby Wagner not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go! What? 90!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, look at the juke. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now, Barney, Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Stewart to throw on second down. On the screen, Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. Back to throw. Stewart. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And Bullock will put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. That's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Cards, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.